One ecosystem, you know them. We not frightened for nobody, but we respect everybody, and we better than everybody. So we will run with anybody. No fear, no better than we. No kind, no better than we. Step on me one and say, one ecosystem to the world you say. One ecosystem will do something, do something, do something, do something, uno do something, do something. I'm not talking. One ecosystem will do something, do something, do something, do something, uno do something, do something. I'm not bag of lip chasing. Hey.
Okay, and good evening, Trinidad and Tobago. Good evening, Caribbean. Good evening, world. This is 2021 and beyond, or beyond 2021. I'm your host, Brother Noel, Emmanuel Jack, and we have a special guest with us who is going to co-host with me, Mr. Dwayne KDs. I'm happy, delighted, and excited to be here with you all this evening. Sit back, relax, and join this wonderful program where you learn all about cryptocurrency. You learn all about blockchain technology, the ecosystem of the One Life Network. We are talking about cryptocurrency. We are talking about assets, finance, the advancing technology to prepare your mind for that revolutionary change. So everyone, just sit back, relax, and enjoy this show. Just before we continue, I just want to thank Mr. Eric Alvarez for a wonderful job that he's doing in facilitating this program 2021 and beyond. And also Mrs. Muriel Lazama for facilitating and also helping us to get this program together. We'd also like to thank the captain of our One Ecosystem, Mr. Cordell King Jayms, and all our leaders in Trinidad and Tobago, the Caribbean, and the wider world for allowing us to be here. This is a wonderful opportunity for us to position ourselves for wealth creation and indeed for protecting our wealth and for helping our fellow men to understand what is happening in our world today. So welcome again, welcome. Again, we have Mr. Dwayne Cadiz. Mr. Cadiz, we invite you to give your opening comments. Welcome the people to 2021 and beyond. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Noel. Of course, the
Indeed.
invitation is greatly appreciated to be on Beyond 2021, talking about the cutting edge of digital technology and this digital revolution that is taking place. And I'm glad to be a part and to make my contribution to the ecosystem.
Excellent. Happy to have you with us. You're looking all dandy, bright, and you're looking very good, brother. All right, so people of Trinidad and Tobago, this is Beyond 2021. It's a show, a program that talks about cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, and all the other advancing technologies that are helping us to change our world. We are living in a time, Dwayne, it is really, really incredible. It is the worst of time, but yet at the same time, the best of time, a time of crisis, but yet a time of opportunity. So despite the troubles we are having, people of Trinidad and Tobago, despite what COVID-19, the SARS-2 coronavirus is doing to us, we still have opportunity to make significant change. Life changes that can help our families, that can so position us to protect ourselves, to protect our wealth, to harness wealth as it were, to create wealth, to make a change, to create a legacy for future generations. Trinidad and Tobago is slow to adopt this digital revolution, Dwayne. What do you have to say about that? Tell us a little more. Give us your perspective on how you find things are happening in Trinidad, the adaptation of the digital revolution, the digital space, the cryptocurrency space. Tell us a little more about this. Tell us a little more about yourself and how you got involved in this, and what is your position in regards to what is happening in Trinidad and Tobago, and by extension, the wider world.
Not a problem. So I would have gotten involved in cryptocurrency back in 2017. I was invited to a conference in Panama, the One Life
Yes.
Network, and I was the guest of Cordell King James, who is the leader of our network now. And that experience really revolutionized my way of thinking. And I saw the big picture of what was about to happen. I traveled with yourself. We
Mm-hmm.
were travel
Yes.
journey friends,
Mm-hmm.
and we would have experienced that whole rollout, that digital rollout back then. And the information that was shared between then and now has definitely prepared me for this entire digital revolution. And all we've been trying to do from then until this present moment is try to enlighten the public about the fact that the wealth transfer is taking place, and most people are unaware of this digital revolution. Now, what is going to happen to them is that they are eventually are just going to become end users in the system and in the program, and not being able to capitalize on the value. I was listening to a video just this afternoon from Gary V. And in that interview, he was talking
Mm-hmm.
to another panelist, and the panelist was, extolling his ability to explain things and to make things clear for persons. And he was saying that, listen, in the future, your marriage certificate is going to be on the blockchain. He said in the future, well, not in the future,
Hmm.
but now at present, right? Some of the things that we enjoy, some of those uh, big ticket organizations that print a lot of concert tickets and stuff, those things are going to be tagged on the blockchain, on the digital ledger. It's going to be tokenized. And in the future, what is going to happen is the holders of those digital assets are going to share in the wealth of royalties, in terms of artists and music producers. They can now share their content, tokenize it through the blockchain.
Mm-hmm.
And so the holders of those digital tokens, their value will increase exponentially with time, and you will now have an asset that you can be able to digitally barter with. You know that the value is going to be exponential. So this is the realm that we are in terms of blockchain development, in terms of cryptocurrency. And what saddens me in our nation, getting to our nation's perspective, is that
Yeah.
we are so behind in terms of the rollout and development that is happening and the awareness. So there are little pockets of persons who are breaking out here and there, who have aligned themselves with different digital marketing networks to promote crypto. But the true education, the true financial education element is going to be lacking. And what's happening is if you are dependent on someone else to manage your resources, I don't think that they will always have your best interests at heart. So it's all well and good to get involved in projects like those, but when you get educated about a subject, no one can
Yep.
be able to take that knowledge away from you. So I'll leave it there.
Excellent. Excellent. People, those of you who are viewing and listening to us live, we are on YouTube as well. This is just fascinating what Mr. Katie's just said there. The opportunity presented itself to him, and he was able to get on board back there in 2016. And he gave his perspective on what is happening in Trinidad and Tobago, that slow process to adapt to the digital space, the digital revolution. We really have to pay attention. We really have to get this necessary education. It is important for us. This is why we are doing this program. This is why we are doing this show. You know, there's one narrative being presented all across the world. One narrative being presented in the Caribbean. One narrative is being presented in Trinidad and Tobago right now as we speak. We just listened to the news about the rise of the coronavirus cases, the deaths that are occurring. And it is one narrative that we are hearing over and over and over again. And this is about vaccination, sanitizing, social distancing, and so on. Even our Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley, contracted the COVID virus. And in isolation in Tobago, the medical professionals, they took care of him. We don't know what was used to restore him back to good health. We don't know. But certainly he didn't take the vaccine. But yet he's in good health. Presumably, he looks like he's in good health. Not so, Dwayne? He looks like he's in good health. Yes, but we don't know. We don't know what was the therapy used. So how come he contracted the COVID and he's in good health? Why not use the same therapy on other people in Trinidad and Tobago? Why we have to go with this one narrative of vaccination, one narrative of vaccination over and over and over again, as if there's no alternative? And I'm using this as an example because it is the same experience that we here have when it comes to finance. The educated people, the financial gurus, the financial analysts seem to be pushing one head. There's a little talk, or in fact, little action about diversification. And there's a really slow process moving towards the digital space. Again, one narrative based upon what is generally accepted from the world of finance. This clinging to, this holding on to the fiat currency that is dwindling away. I mean, the purchasing power is being eroded every single day. It's one narrative again when it comes to the world of finance. So it seems that the educational system usually is controlled, and these people who have the degrees and so on, they usually see things, with blinders on, and they sometimes they become biased to other perspective or other views that can actually change the way the world is going, create a new paradigm, as it were, that can truly revolutionize the way things are done. I mean, the way business is conducted, faster transactions, the ease of doing business. We don't have to be in this lockdown state where the nation's economy is crippled. So you stay tuned to this program, stay right on your seat. We're taking a short break. We're going to get right back. And Dwayne, when we come back, we want you to jump in and give us of your perspective based upon what we're discussing right now and the role that our one ecosystem plays in completely and totally and dynamically changing the way we are going to be doing business from here on. Okay, so stay put. We'll be right back.
Do you know? What am I speaking about? Do you know what is cryptocurrency? Do you know what is blockchain technology? Are you aware of what we currently face on a regular basis with quantitative easing, fractional reserve lending? Do you know? I am inviting you to come out of the financial darkness and into financial light. The only way for us to achieve that is with education. And one particular type of education is what I'm speaking about. I'm asking you to join the One Academy. It is a financial revolution of teaching regarding introduction to finance, cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, helping you understand the world of money and what is money. What is money? Money is simple. It is what we agree upon to exchange for goods and services. If you want full comprehension, join the One Academy.
Welcome to the Antediluvian Nature Center of Life Extension and Health Recovery. Coming from the Garden of Eden, the Antediluvian Nature Center brings to you breakthrough medicines and anti-aging technologies for all ailments and diseases in the body, nutritional therapies, naturopathic treatments, as we create opportunities of hope and celebrate longevity. And remember, the healing is from God.
Good day all, my name is King Jayms, part of the One Life Network Caribbean team. If you have no knowledge of what is cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, I'm inviting you to get started with this concept. It is $1,610 TT for you to participate in a financial curriculum that will help shape your world and your future, but better and greater than that. In our curriculum, there's no school that teaches our children about finance. This is a unique opportunity for you to get involved in practical and theory. You need the best of both worlds. The theory we offer allows you to participate in the practical. Position yourself strategically. Get a starter package from one of your local IMAs, somewhere near to you, some cousin, friend, uncle, some loved one. Do not hold back yourself from getting started with our organization. One Life for More Life, One Academy. Join the financial revolution.
For this whole pandemic exercise that's taking place. Because one of the things that you see is that's happening right now is that there is no circulation happening in the economy. The
Mhm.
transportation system has almost come to a grinding halt because most persons, because of the upsurge in infections, have been asked to stay away from work. I being one of them. And of
Wow.
course, the livelihoods of many are affected by that poor circulation that's taking place in the economy right now. Restaurants are closed, bars are closed. Um, the only institutions that are open right now are those that can provide food sources, the groceries and by extension, you will have little mini marts, vegetable stalls, and so on. But still, they would be facing a lot of challenges because the normal stream of customers that they would have in their brick and mortar stores would have died down now because of the advent or the rise in COVID infections. And so a lot of persons aren't traversing like they used to. So you have a lot of people having perishables, going to waste. They're
Mm-hmm.
losing money on, the effort that we would have put out, farmers and so on. So I believe our business provides the right economic solution, because what the Deal Shaker platform does is that it brings both buyers and sellers together, right? And of course, because we now have to be innovative in our space for doing business, it's going to take a level of innovation and creativity to connect those buyers with the sellers. You follow my drift?
Yeah. Okay.
Excellent. So we have the platform. So we have our digital platform, right? Now, what that allows us to do as individuals is you can be able to set up a digital store. And even if you're a working person, you can be able to craft or design your store, including the opening and closing hours, the hours of business, the times thereof. You can be able to
Mm-hmm.
craft that specifically to your detailing so that you can be able to give your best service or your best product, and also connect with a ready network of people that would need what you have to offer. At the same time, you have the benefit of taking as full payment or part payment the digital one coin, which appreciates in value over time. Because one of the fundamental things we've understood in coming into this organization is that the fiat system is doomed to fail, right? We know that
Hmm.
dollars do not store value, they are not a store of value. Fiat currency does not represent a store of value. Anytime we're talking about store of value, we're talking about precious metals, we're talking about commodities, we're talking about real estate. Those are some of just a few of the different asset classes that exist. But uh, again, this is not information that gets out to the masses. So, this is why our program is so enlightening. And of course, it gives us a peek into the future. As Dr. Rugel's book indicates, is about learning for profit. Yes?
Mhm. All right. So what we see doing going on is, as you are so correctly described, the present scenario with the COVID, the unemployment, the reduction of salaries, the staying at home creates an opportunity here for us, where from home you can get your business on the Deal Shaker, our e-commerce platform, which is part of our ecosystem. And you're seeing that small business, medium-sized business can get on that platform and get payments in one coins, cryptocurrency, full or part coins and part cash, correct?
That's correct, sir. And
All
who
right.
in this
And
time would refuse a digital asset?
right. So while the traditional currencies are depreciating in value, the cryptocurrency is appreciating in value. So it just
Most
makes
certainly.
sense to diversify and get some of these one coins, get your business on the deal sheet. Because those of you who are viewing this show, it is important for you to understand this. Very, very important for you to understand this. So, join us, get on board with us. Dwayne, talk a little more about, your personal benefit and involvement in this ecosystem and the deal shaker.
Well, fundamentally, what I've learned so far through the education that we offer, because our company sells financial education, one, and through participating in that education, the company gives you promotional tokens that appreciate into usable, valuable digital cryptocurrency. And what I've learned out of the program is, listen, if you continue to spend without having an avenue to attract value back to you, eventually you're going to go broke, right?
Yeah.
So that is like One Academy 101. And because the mass population has really been taught to be consumers instead of entrepreneurs, that type of mindset is not going to put you in right standing economically. And so, what the One Academy and our system is teaching is about digital bartering. Bartering started back at the beginning of time, coincidence of needs. So, you would need fish, I would need eggs, and we would do a trade. But of course, the
Right.
bartering
Hmm.
system got a little more complicated as time went along, and we had an evolution in that. And so now we've returned to that digital bartering. And of course, what is featuring right now is life skills. It's no longer about qualifications, because there are many people who are looking at our show this evening who have a plethora of qualifications. They have first, second, third, fourth, and fifth degrees, but none of those
Hmm.
degrees have with it a practical skill that can be able to earn them money, that can be able to take care of their personal needs and the needs of their families. So, this network and this platform focuses on that, because I say personally that the deal shaker is not about speculation, but it's about productivity. So, what happens when you become a part of this community? You are able to add value in your own significant way. You can be a craftsman that is into leather craft, making
Hmm.
slippers, shoes, sandals. You can be a tutor who gives virtual lessons over Zoom or whatever other electronic platform there is right now, and still be able to do what you do and be effective given our COVID restrictions, and still be able to participate in the digital economy by receiving the one coin as part of full payment for the service or goods that you offer, right? And of course, now what that does is that it puts you in a good place, because remember, we are digitizing. Look at government service. Come on, folks. Pay attention to what's happening.
Hmm.
Pay attention to what's happening now. Applications for legal affairs are now being processed over the internet. Certificates of character are now being processed over the internet. Come on, everything is getting
Hmm.
smart. So you're gonna tell me, as King James says, your currency is not gonna get smart? Money is gonna
Hmm.
remain dumb in a smart economy? No. So we have to be able to have a paradigm shift as it relates to currency. Educate yourself, because education is what is going to make the difference in the revolution. One more point I'd like to make, Brother Noel, in
Yeah.
respect
Uh-huh.
to market shifts, right? We understand that the economic crisis that took place in 2008, right? We are overdue for another economic crash, because you cannot continue to have low productivity and high output in terms of what you have to put out for either rents or business costs, payment of employees, and you have low sales, is unsustainable, right?
Right.
So, but with that now, there are opportunities, because listen, whatever fell in the last crash rose again in the years thereafter. So you have an opportunity now to position yourself. So, Brother Noel, I'll leave it there for you to
Hmm.
continue.
Yes. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. Keep looking at this program.
Good day all, my name is King James, part of the One Life Network Caribbean team. If you have no knowledge of what is cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, I'm inviting you to get started with this concept. It is $1,610 TT for you to participate in a financial curriculum that will help shape your world and your future, but better and greater than that. In our curriculum, there's no school that teaches our children about finance. This is a unique opportunity for you to get involved in practical and theory. You need the best of both worlds. The theory we offer allows you to participate in the practical. Position yourself strategically. Get a starter package from one of your local IMAs, somewhere near to you, some cousin, friend, uncle, some loved one. Do not hold back yourself from getting started with our organization. One life for more life. One academy. Join the financial revolution.
And God said, let there be light.
Welcome to the Antediluvian Nature Center of Life Extension and Health Recovery. Coming from the Garden of Eden, the Antediluvian Nature Center brings to you breakthrough medicines and anti-aging technologies for all ailments and diseases in the body. Stretching from ancient past to our modern times, we bring to you all the natural therapies: solar therapy, hydrotherapy, song therapy, aromatherapy, nutritional therapies, naturopathic treatments, and homeopathic remedies, as we create opportunities of hope and celebrate longevity. And remember, the healing is from God.
Get started now. Get started with your One Academy package. Get started with your starter package. It's only $1,600 TT. Get your financial education from the One Academy. Although it's a beginner package, the information you're going to get from your One Academy starter package, you would have more knowledge than 90% of the world's population on finance for just $1,600 TT. Let's create a revolution. Let's spread the epidemic of our One Academy, One Life. Get it today.
Welcome back to Beyond 2021, the show that we are discussing about cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, and the full works of what is going on in our world of finance. Revolutionary changes.
Okay.
Welcome back, my dear people. With this ecosystem, with this help our economy, to help with personal development. It's very important for you to pay attention to this show, to get the necessary education, and to build yourself. Okay? So Dwayne was talking about the importance of the deal shaker, and here where you have you can put your business on the deal shaker platform in the light of what is going on in our country, where people are losing jobs, their salaries reduced, and things like that. Here's an opportunity now. You can put your business on the deal shaker and get paid in OneCoin cryptocurrency, in full or in part thereof. As Dwayne, you can continue to elaborate.
Sure, Brother Noel. I just want to take a step back just one moment. We spoke about
Yes.
being a part of the ecosystem, right? But one of the things I neglected to emphasize is the point about shared value. So I
Yes.
told the listeners that being a part of the system, it gives them an opportunity to be able to showcase their talents, their skills, their abilities, and to be able to gain revenue by being a part of the platform. But what I neglected to say also is there are benefits in becoming a part of our global community because there's an element of shared value. It's a shared value system. You would have heard me say that our ecosystem is based on productivity, the productivity of each and every member. So some of you would be okra with the term leverage. And
Mm.
leverage is about levying on the strengths of others. And so we have 3.7 million active users on our platform, and there are much more that are inactive at this time because, for whatever reason or the other, they choose to be inactive. However, for those 3.7 million active people, what they are actually doing is that they are actually giving value to our common denominator, which is our OneCoin cryptocurrency. And as long as we continue to have confidence in that medium of exchange, what's going to happen is that buying and selling, trading would become commonplace, right? And of course, due to that productivity, our cryptocurrency now is going to have a nice, steady, appreciated value that's going to continue to grow exponentially. So people now are going to be glad that they are part of our system and they are leveraging on the productivity of others. So for all those 3.7 million active users that are being productive and are finding the need for goods and services that would benefit someone else, what's going to happen is as the value of that coin goes up, everybody in the community is going to benefit from the rise in value. So that is a definite plus to people within our communities, and I can assure you that community-based digital currencies is going to be the hallmark of the future. And what you need to do is find yourself in a community that is going to continue to add value to you. Do you agree with me, Brother Noel?
100%, brother. 100%.
And
Because, wherever we have our money, people, wherever we have our money right now, it is dying. Every single
correct.
year, it is dying.
Mhm.
So the purchasing power, we are losing value on our dollar. It's not that the goods and services are going up. It is your
Mhm.
dollar going down. Your dollar is dying.
Correct.
And in this
Correct.
COVID season, what we can call a go over season, dry
Hmm.
season as far as finance is concerned. And we are emphasizing the fact that people are losing their jobs, their salary is cut. Some people have totally lost their jobs, difficulty in paying rent, difficulty in keeping the
Hmm.
business afloat. All right, all the various
Hmm.
amenities we heard even just a little while ago on the news. One person commenting about the social services and the grants that have been given.
Hmm.
And they're talking about people who are in the system. But there are a lot of people that are not in the system, but they need those services because things are hard, things are tough. Here's an opportunity for struggling business people, entrepreneurs, to bring their business on our
Okay.
ecosystem, the Deal Shaker e-commerce platform, where you can sell products and services on that platform and get paid in cash and get paid in crypto one coins. It is as simple and easy as that. So we're calling merchants, we're calling business people we're calling them to join
Yeah.
us,
Yeah. Yeah.
participate
Brother
with us.
Noel,
I mean, yeah,
let's
yes,
underscore something to business people. So we know that we are speaking to business people tonight, right? We know that
yeah,
our viewers are actively involved in business and they are looking for solutions. one of the biggest budgets that business people have is for advertising, right? And
That's
one
correct.
of the elements that our platform provides is not only local advertising. This is not TTT. I know TTT is being streamed over the internet now, but this platform gives you global advertising for your brand. And we know that brand is a big thing now, right? For different platforms, different mediums, brand and merchandising is a big thing. That's how you get your notoriety in the public
Yes.
domain. And so our platform gives you global advertising, right? So amongst all the membership, the numbers that we gave you a little earlier, your product and service is going to be seen by all those eyes, and that's what you want, because those eyes seeing your
Hmm.
product is converted into potential sales, and that makes economic sense in this time where you have persons not being able to traverse the normal path. You want to be able to showcase your wares on a platform that gives you the most amount of look, the most amount of eyes, the most seen,
Hmm.
as the WhatsApp status. People post their status and you see how many people have viewed their status. Come on, folks. It's time to innovate. And working with the ebb and flow of life, we need to understand that in crisis, there are opportunities. So please, our viewers, don't throw your hands up in the air and say all is lost. All is not lost. What you need to do is you need to center yourself, you need to calm yourself within, and you need to think clearly. The worst thing that you can do in a crisis is panic, right? So we're advising you now. One Life is here to help you not to go into panic mode, but to think clearly and to be concise and to chart a way forward for the benefit of you and your loved ones.
I can say amen, hallelujah to that. Because what we are seeing here is an option, a
Correct?
viable option
Yeah.
in this time of crisis, right?
Yes,
Because
sir.
merchants, business people, entrepreneurs can actually get involved with our deal shaker. I mean, e-commerce is a big thing in the world, and here
Yes.
is a e-commerce platform, an advertising platform, an e-commerce hub, advertising hub, as it were, where merchants can get on board and offer their products and services for cryptocurrency in
Correct.
full or in part. I mean, it just makes sense because whereas the dollar is dying and depreciating, there's so much problems with banks access finance and so on. You have to provide these credentials and so on to get into the bank, and your money is there, but it's not really working for you. Here you have
Yeah.
an
Correct.
opportunity. Those of you who are listening, those of you who are viewing this program, beyond 2021, you have an opportunity. You have a viable option to secure your wealth, to create wealth, to leave a legacy, to get
Correct.
empowered, to be motivated. Things are happening in the one ecosystem. Things are happening. We are pioneering a technology that is revolutionizing and changing the lives of our members. Imagine you can get bottled water for the OneCoin cryptocurrency. Dwayne, imagine you can get honey, alkaline water, nutritional supplements, herbal
Yes, sir.
products. You can do construction, painting,
Yes, sir.
plumbing. You can get hardware materials, right? You can
Correct.
do tiling. You can do plumbing, electrical, IT. You can translate
Fabrication.
from one language
Yeah.
into another, fabrication, yes.
Correct.
And we can go
Correct.
on and on and on. All across the world, this is happening where members are putting their business on the deal shaker and we are
Yes.
conducting trade. It
Yes.
circles within our network all across the
Yes.
world, 196 countries on planet Earth. This allows for global trade. ease of doing business, transnational, efficient,
So, yes,
efficiency, speed, little transaction fees, little
Brother Noel, let's
transaction
go
fees. So
there.
people, it
Yeah.
makes sense to get involved with this. Yeah?
We should go there. We should
Yes,
definitely
Dwayne?
go there, Brother Noel. Our ecosystem
Mm-hmm.
features KYC, AML, and CFT compliance. So for those in the finance world, they would understand that type of jargon. And what it means for our organization is that we have already built into our system that form of compliance that will meet government regulation. We are not
Right.
about tax evasion because we understand the paradigm of tax and how it fuels the economy and offsets a lot of
Correct.
expenses for the citizens. So we are not promoting tax evasion. However, what we are saying is that our organization has already built into the system methods for compliance for governmental regulation. And even though you are looking at this broadcast and we are in Trinidad and Tobago right now, and no major legislation has been passed in respect to the utilization of cryptocurrency or digital currency in Trinidad and Tobago, the One Life network has already built into it that compliance mechanism so that we will also meet and in some instances exceed the standards set by governments for
Hmm.
acceptance as a medium of exchange. So that is where we are. This is no fly by night company. We've been around since 2014. And of course, don't take our word for it, right? Because you know what they say. Fisherman doesn't say his fish is rotten, right? But we have been in this organization. I've been in the organization for the past 3 years. This year, October is going to be 4 years running, and I have absolutely no regrets because I know that the system is going to create value for me. It's going to create value for the persons who I shared the message with and who came into the system. It's going to work, folks, because you know what? Finance is changing. We're on the cusp of the financial reset. When you look at all the geopolitics that's taking place, all the unrest that's taking place, we are being set up for the global financial reset. And the best thing that you can do for yourself this evening is to position yourself by coming into a community that not only will create value for you, but it will create value for your unborn generations. And this is no idle boast because we know
Hmm.
the power of the ecosystem. What say you, Brother Noel?
Yes, wonderful indeed, and what I like, Dwayne, what you said there about the usability of the one coin. I mean, we are actually using one coin as real money. It's
Correct.
it's
A
new,
medium of exchange.
yeah, it is new, relatively speaking, you know. But the thing about it is, our coin is usable. It is usable, whereas the others out there, whether it is decentralized or centralized
Mhm.
on a blockchain,
It's based
you
on
find that there's
speculation
yes, speculation, and
and tag to
it
fiat as well.
right, and it is so volatile. So a lot of people are just rushing into this because they hear Bitcoin and Ethereum and so on, not really
Correct.
understanding. They want to buy when it is low and sell when it is high, cash out to get again dying cash. You
But
understand?
that's it. You're cashing
It
out to go back
Yeah,
into a currency that's depreciating in value. What you're supposed to do
right,
if you're educated enough is to take that cash and create an asset that will continue
assets.
to create value for you. Yeah.
Right. Amen. You see, so this is what is unique. This is what is unique about our one ecosystem and our one coin, right? So, Dwayne, you know, information you're sharing here is it's great. I hope the viewers, the listeners, really take this in. We're going to take a break right now to run some ads. We'll be back here with Beyond 2021. Stay tuned. Thank you for staying with us on Beyond 2021. This is a show, this is our 9th episode, and we're happy that you're here with us. And we have a few more minutes to go before we wrap up things, but we are here giving you the critical and pertinent information so that you can understand what is happening. Dwayne Akedi, who is my co-host this evening, filling in for Mr. Cordell King James, the captain of the network. We are advising you to get on board with this project. This is a big project, people. This project has taken us around the globe. We have gone around the globe with this project. We have seen what is happening in other parts of the world when it comes to the digital space and the world of cryptocurrency. So we want you to pay attention to the information that we are sharing. Today we talked about the ecosystem. We talked about the deal shaker component of the ecosystem and how you, as a business person, you can be involved in a small business, a medium-sized business. You can bring your business on the deal shaker and get paid in the one coin, the cryptocurrency, a revolutionary concept that will change the way your business operates, that will change the way we interact with one another, and we have here a great and grand opportunity. Dwayne, what say you, brother?
Well, Brother Noel, as I understand it,
Hmm.
human resource is the greatest asset that there is. Do you agree with me?
Of course,
So you
exactly.
are, yeah, so you are your own greatest resource.
Yeah,
And the best thing that you can do as an individual is invest in yourself because you
that's
are going
correct.
to make sure that you bring those returns to where they belong to you. What our organization does is that it sells financial education in the realm of blockchain, in the realm
Hmm.
of cryptocurrency, in the realm of finance, in the realm of Forex. Forex represents one of the biggest industries to date. It's trillions of dollars being traded on different platforms all over the world. When it's night here, it's day somewhere else. So the activity goes on and on. But it's a discipline, as everything else. And of course, we understand that education is the key to the revolution because once you become educated, my friends, no one can take knowledge away from you. And knowledge applied is power. So, for all our listeners this evening, I want to encourage you to invest in yourself because you are your greatest asset. Purchase an educational package from our organization and be able to create value not only for yourself because we're talking about legacy wealth here. So, the greatest risk, my friends, is not to take a risk. So, I'll leave you with that, Brother Noel.
Yes, Dwayne, we still have a few more minutes. Well said. If you really think about what we are discussing this evening, you analyze what is happening in our world as far as finance is concerned. You see, even right here in Trinidad and Tobago, there's a little practical solutions when it comes to diversifying the issue of oil and gas, which we have depended upon for years. It's not working anymore. You hear the Prime Minister and the Minister of Finance often complain, we have no money. But here is something that our nation can get involved in. Here is something that the private sector can get involved in. Here is something that has the necessary regulatory frameworks encrypted on something called blockchain technology that is so secure. What say you people? Why the apprehension? Why the slow liturgic move? We need to embrace this understanding. I mean, blockchain technology is revolutionizing the world just like the internet did. And therefore, it behooves us to get involved in this. I'm happy to have been here with Dwayne this evening and for sharing this important information to you. We encourage you to get on board in our one ecosystem. You know, we are thankful, we are grateful that Mr. King Jayms is from Trinidad and Tobago. He's the head of the network. And besides King Jayms, we have great leaders all across the world. This thing is happening in France. It is happening in Italy. It is happening in Spain. It is happening in Africa. It's happening in China, India, all across the world, Latin America, right here in the Caribbean. People are on this platform involved in our ecosystem, and we are doing business. We are doing business. And it is an opportune time for us while we are at home to purchase one of our educational packages where you can get that needed information about the importance of blockchain technology to revolutionize business, to change the way we do business. Get on board with our one ecosystem and learn about finance. Position yourself. Purchase an educational package. Bring your business, whatever you're involved in, on the Deal Shaker. Dwayne, give us a few seconds, your closing remarks. Thank you.
Well, what I'd like to share with the public
Mhm.
is that just like in 2008, when that global financial crash took place, it was an opportunity to position yourself. And I
Yes.
would encourage each and every viewer this evening to take a look at what's happening globally and locally. Listen and look at the information that has been presented to you this evening and come up with a decision to make a change. All right? So, as
Amen.
they say, if it's to be, it's up to me.
Thank you very much. Thank you
Thank
for
you very
being here with me, co-hosting. Thank you, Quarter King Jayms. Thank you, Mr. Eric Alvarez. Thank you, Ms. Muriel Lazama. This has been Beyond 2021. We have much more to show you. Stay tuned to this program. We will meet again next week, Wednesday night. Same time, same place. God richly bless you. Thank you.
Cheers.
One ecosystem, you know them. We not frightened for nobody, but we respect everybody, and we better than everybody. So we will run with anybody. No fear, no better than we. No kind, no better than we. Step on me one and say, one ecosystem to the world you say. One ecosystem will do something, do something, do something, do something, uno do something, do something. I'm not talking. One ecosystem will do something, do something, do something, do something, uno do something, do something. I'm not bag of lip chasing. Aye.